There's one famous wicked person by the name of Abulafia. Years ago, was a famous Mussar. He used to be a religious Jew. Then he went off to there in the highest capacity, became a missionary against Jewish people, but not to Christianity. Missionary just against Judaism. He hated Judaism. There's some other Reshaim in the world that are similar to him, but he was in a higher capacity. He would literally go to the government of the Goyim and go against these Jewish people to make sure that they arrest people and kill Jews. Literally led to the murder of countless Jews. And he did it for years. After doing it for 10, 20 years, long time, killed a lot of Jews. He was already around 50 years old at this time. And the Chachamim say that suddenly one day he got some spark of Kedusha that entered him and wouldn't leave. All of a sudden he had this unbelievable, uncontrollable desire just to do good. And he wanted to do Teshuva. He came to the rabbis and he said, listen, I'm really sorry. I want to do Teshuva. The rabbis knew his history, knew this guy led to not just violating Shabbat and doing all types of immoral things, led to the murder of countless Jews. They said, go fly kite, get out of here. Tameh, you're impure. Impure, we can't trust such a person. And they're right, that's what halakha is. The guy's a missionary, guy causes such damage, can't help such a person. Kicked him out. He knew that there's nothing he could do in his place. We left the city, went to a different country. Went over there and went to the rabbi over there. He says, listen, I want to do Teshuva, I want to do this, I want to be part of the community. So the rabbi starts asking about him. He says, sure, I'll help you. Oh yeah, of course. Baruch haba, this. Tell me a little bit about yourself. And the guy was honest. He says, listen, I made this crime and that crime, and this was a big Talmid Chacham. All of a sudden he becomes weak. He says, I can't help such a person. Get out of here. Out, I can't help you. And he kicked him out also. So this Abulafia went home and started crying hysterical to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He really wanted to do Teshuva, which was unreal. So some type of schut avot, merit of his forefathers, or something happened here. Obviously, it's a very unusual story written in the Sefer. I learned from Rabbi Reuven. And he wants to do serious Teshuva, and he starts crying to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And he says to HaKadosh Baruch Hu every single day, for a year straight, Hashem, I'm not looking for you to put me in Gan Eden, give me a reward, get me out of Gehenna that I built for myself. I'm not looking for that. All I want is just for you to accept my apology, to accept my Teshuva. That's it. Even if you still put me in Gehenna, even if I'm never going to see Gan Eden, even if I'm going to continue having a horrible life, as long as I know that eventually you're going to accept my Teshuva, that's enough for me. Even if I'm going to go to Gehenna, I'm not going to Gan Eden, no reward for this. It's still, I'll be happy. Mamash got to a very high level, very unusual. And he did this every day with tears, Mamash tears of blood, every single day. After a year passed of doing this, Chacham that rejected him in the city that he was in, he had a Brit Milah for his grandson. Him and his son both had a dream that night before the Brit Milah, where someone told them, one of the sages came to them and said to them, listen, tomorrow neither you or anyone else that you know are going to be the sandak holding the baby for the Brit Milah. So who is it going to be? The only person you're allowed to put as a sandak for the Brit Milah is a person that as soon as you see that person, you'll see a fire, a holy fire coming out of their forehead. And that's how they both the father and the son, both with tzaddikim, had this dream. Next day is a Brit Milah. They tell each other, oh yeah, I had this dream. Oh yeah, I had the same dream. Oh, okay, so who's the guy? So I don't know, I thought it was you. No, they don't know. They start looking in the room, nothing. Now as it would happen, invited the entire community to come to the Brit Milah. So this Abulafia got an invitation, because they didn't know who he was. They didn't know his name or anything like that. He got an invitation to, that there was an event there. Like not a personal invitation to come to Brit Milah, but there is a Brit Milah. The community should come. Okay, so he said, okay, so I'll go. He prayed to Hashem and said, okay, maybe I'll go. Maybe it's something for me to see, at least something holy. As soon as he walks into the synagogue, the Rav and his son both see him. Fire, spiritual fire, that they're the only ones that can see coming out of his forehead. He said, you, come quickly. Gotta do Brit Milah. Abulafia says, what Brit Milah? Me? What do you want me? Come, you're the sandak, come sit down. They put him down, he holds the baby, Brit Milah, Chazak u'baruch. He has no idea what just happened. And he said, Chazaku Baruch, thank you for coming. Says to them, why did you pick me? And tell them we both had a dream that we have to pick a person that has such a light. I don't know about any light of what you're talking about, but do you guys know who I am? He says, no, we don't know who you are. He says, I came to you a year ago. I moved to you from that other city because they rejected me over there after I killed so many people. I came to you a year ago telling you I want to do Teshuva, and you told me no, I can't help you. You're a lost case. Tell him, so what have you been doing over this last year? He tells him, every single day I do whatever mitzvot I can, and I cry to HaKadosh Baruch Hu non-stop, telling him, just please accept my Teshuva, even if you put me in Gehenna and I know I'll never go to heaven. Then the two Rabbanim said to him, wow, Shrecha, that you've reached such a level that the Gemara in Masechet Brachot says, in a place that Baalei Teshuva stand, even tzaddikim do not get to. You have reached such a level. Shrecha, you are not only a Baal Teshuva, you are the highest level of Baal Teshuva. Obviously accepting to the Keilah, showing how Kadosh Baruch Hu accepts the Teshuva, even though someone could be literally the worst person on planet Earth, to the point where Hashem says, I don't want your Teshuva. This, the Gemara in Masechet Pesachim says, this is the only thing you are not allowed to listen to Hashem on. Meaning that if he says, I don't want you anymore, you become a kofar in this regards. Meaning that you don't listen to Hashem and you do Teshuva anyway, and if you do Teshuva seriously, eventually Hashem is going to accept you.
אני מברך את הרבנים, הרב ירון ראובן, הרב אפרים כחלון, ראשי ארגון בעזרת השם, שהלכו בפי עליון, שעלו מעלה, יהיה להם ברכה והצלחה. הקדוש ברוך הוא ימלא בישועות ליבם לטובה ולברכה, שבכל אשר יפנו ישכילו ויצליחו. יזכו לעשות כאלה וכאלה, רדיו תורה לאדירה, אמן ואמן.